I want to share this. How has internet marketing changed my career? But before we get to that, I want to ask you guys this question. Okay, do you guys use this platform? People on the back, can you see? Yeah? Who use this platform? Like, raise your hand. iProperty. Good, good. So that means like most of you will be familiarized with this platform, because this is a very good platform for you to put your property listing and people go to search. And what else? Got Property Guru, got Muda, and then got a lot of other brands lah, PropWall lah, PropSocial lah, Property Queen lah, whatever, right? Wonderlist. So many platforms. But if you put all your listing here, this is what we classify as passive marketing. Everybody say passive marketing. Why is it called passive marketing? Because you wait for people to search. Agree? You put your listing up there and somebody go search on Google or go to the platform itself and then search, right? Then they will see what? If they so happen to see your listing, you get a call, right? But is it competitive now in this market? Yes. Yeah. Who use this to do sub-sale? I think a lot of you do sub-sale, right? Yeah. So this is a very good platform for sub-sale. Why? Because Malaysian, actually most people in the industry, right, when they want to look for listing, where do they go? They go Google and search. So that's why like this platform always, they got one selling point one. Oh, I can do Google ad for you, right? They got say that, right? So because of that, people search on Google, your listing will be up there, then people can find you. But you gotta pay a premium for that, correct? Like premium listing lah, or like, you know, you gotta refresh your listing every 6 hours or something like this. So it has become this competitive. But here's the thing I want to tell you. If you only do passive marketing, right, your market is only so small because you are waiting for people to come. And you are not the only one waiting, you know. There's so many other people out there who are also waiting for the customer to come. So if you only play this game, there's only one distinct feature for you, which is how often you refresh your listing or how much money you put in to put your premium listing, correct? So if you go into this kind of game, right, it ends up it's a price war. Who can throw more money, who win? But social media marketing is different. When we talk about social media marketing, right, it's more about active marketing. Everybody say active marketing. Why is it active? Because today, you are actually pushing your ad in someone else's face. Correct? Like Facebook, I'm sure you guys use Facebook, Instagram, right? When you scroll, suddenly you see ads, right? So this is what we call Facebook ad. Some of you have already done it, you probably know what I'm saying lah. But some people who already see before but never do one, then now you know that actually those people actually pay money to put those ads into your newsfeed. So it's actually active because you're actually pushing it out, not waiting for people to search. But here's the thing, I want to ask you this question. When you go onto Facebook and Instagram, what is your main purpose? Is it to buy property? No. Why do you go? See people talking, see your friend, correct? Watch funny video. So if suddenly you see an ad, what happened? Scroll down. Scroll away. Correct? Sorry? Don't like advertisement. Everybody hate advertisement. Watch YouTube and always skip ad on. You know YouTube? Everyone, right? Yeah. Who here watch ad like me? I love ads, I tell you. You know why? I study how they do it. I learned along the way. By the way, you know my year 2016, when I first started in this industry, I was like most of you. Who here started less than 1 year? Raise your hand. Less than 1 year. Very new. Okay, good. I was like all of you. Okay, no knowledge in this industry. I was an engineer. I don't have any knowledge about property. I don't know how to do sales. Okay, so I spent a lot of time calling client, meeting client, and do you know when I learned my internet marketing? At night, 11 p.m. until 2 a.m. That's when I learned in my first year, 2016. Study and read and watch video, and also I have to practice and try out all the different ad and strategy so that I know what to do and how to apply it in the ads. So there's a lot of trial and error. But let me tell you one thing. In year 2016, right? Who here started running ads in 2016? Raise your hand. 2016 already started running ads. So most of you here run ads since you joined IQI. Yes. Which is last year. Right? So you totally missed out the golden era in 2016. You know how easy was it to run ads or not? Now you hate ads, right? Now you hate ads. At the time, 2016, basically there's no ads on. Seriously. Your Facebook feed, right, is clean, like, or you see your friend stuff and whatever, right? Then, when you suddenly see, then you see a property listing. That time, nobody knows how to do it. I was one of the early people who does it. But in year 2017, it's like the secret everybody know already, you know. So 2017, everybody do. 2018, you can see all the ads are there, and the lead becomes so expensive. What about now? Terrible, right? But let me tell you one thing, social media still can use, if you do it the right way. Like I asked the question in the beginning, today, why do you go to Facebook or Instagram? You want to see people's story, right? Like other people's life, your friend's life, your relative life, correct? So you don't put ads there. So what should you put? Something interesting for people to watch. Something interesting for people to see. So the whole game has been changed. Today, it's not about how well you sell. It's about how well you give. Give up front before you take or before you ask. Make sense? So the whole game now is different. Okay, I understand that some of them are thinking, always give free, then how do I make money? The money comes along the way, okay, which I'll explain in a minute. Okay, now answer this. Forget about internet marketing for a second. I want you to do this. Forget about internet marketing for a second. Why do you do marketing? Brand yourself. What else? No, don't think about internet marketing. I think about marketing. Why do you do it?
Get more customers.
Get more customer. What else? Strangers market. This side of the hall. Throw me some answer. Come on. Why do you do marketing? Promote. Sorry? Easier to sell product. What else? I'm looking for the word.
Promote yourself.
Promote yourself. Okay. Promote yourself is one thing, but actually when you do marketing, right, what you want is actually this.
Awareness.
Exactly. You want people to see you. You want people to see you. Today, the economy has shifted into one thing, what we call attention economy. Today, whatever you do, right, you are fighting for people's attention. Let me explain this. Think about this. Back then, without internet, you watch TV. You watch TV, right? Okay, when you watch your favorite show at 8 p.m. at night, what happens every 15 minutes? Advertisement, right?
Yes.
Yeah, and what happens during advertisement?
Go to washroom.
Go toilet. And what else? Switch channel. See that the other one got a lot. Exactly right. So, but why people put advertisement onto TV at the time? Because that's where people pay attention. Make sense? Yeah? So, and then why people put ad into newspaper? Because people read, at the time, before internet era, we're talking about before internet era. People read newspaper. Who read newspaper here? Still read newspaper. So the ads is still being delivered to you. But you talk to all the youngsters nowadays, they don't read newspaper anymore. They read Xingzhou online. Yeah? So the face has shifted. So whatever you do in marketing, you go to where the attention is. Back then, before internet, but when we have phones, right? Where's my phone? My phone is back there. When you have phone, right? Okay, do you receive SMS or not? Yes. That time. Think yourself back into year 2003, 2004. That was when phone became very popular, when I was Form 1 at the time. Yeah, I received SMS, right? So at that point, I talked to my senior before. At one point, when you want to do sales, SMS blasting is super effective, correct? There was a time. Now you might be thinking, it's the technology change that makes all the marketing strategy different, right? Actually, let me tell you, the strategy is the same. It's just the method is different. If you think about it, right, if you do it the right way, no matter what platform it is, it will still be effective. So let me ask you this question. In 10 years from now, do you think Facebook is still the only way for you to do ad? Is there gonna be a new platform to take over? Yes. So why are you sitting here to learn about Facebook? So today I won't just tell you about Facebook. I'll tell you the whole strategy on the back end. And this strategy, if you use it correctly, you can use it on any platform. I'll share with you a story later. Okay, just as somebody said this, internet marketing is for branding, right? I want to ask you another question. Now, put yourself into the internet marketing scenario. Among these three, which is the most important? Converting sales, collecting database, or branding. Which one is the most important? Collecting database. Second? Branding. And then? Convert sales. Wow. Give yourself a big round of applause. You guys are correct. But I'll tell you one thing. Over the seminar that I've given so far, right, most people will talk about branding first. They forget the collecting database part. Now, I want to tell you this. You know why collecting database comes first before branding? Because ask yourself this question. If you don't have people to brand to, how can you do branding? Yeah, you must have someone else who is in your database that can continuously consume your content or being educated by you, right? So that is why when we talk about internet marketing, the most important thing is about collecting database. Now, but I want to check, just to check here. When you do Facebook marketing here, those people who raised your hand earlier, when you do Facebook marketing, right, do you collect email addresses? If you collect email address, raise your hand. If you don't collect email address, raise your hand. You do not. You don't care one. When you do ad, right, you only want one thing: their name and phone number, email, don't care. Right? You are missing out a big piece. Seriously. Start from today, go back, adjust your ad, right? Name, phone number, and email address. So now you might be thinking, email address, Adrian, people still got read email, meh? I ask you this question, do you see email? Yeah, you read email, right? Especially the one that says reflex support. Some people know what I'm saying, some people don't know blah blah. If you blah blah don't know, means you never get conned before. Okay, it depends on what is the title, correct? So when you do internet marketing, right, actually, especially when we talk about email marketing, actually the email title is very important. So that part, right, we'll talk about that later. But first, collect database. What kind of database do you collect? Phone number, email address, and what else? What else is there to collect? Name, of course, name. I mean, in terms of contact method, there's still two more that a lot of people don't even aware of nowadays. There's one more, is Facebook Messenger. Do you guys use Facebook Messenger? Do you know Facebook Messenger, you can actually do ads one? Yeah? And it's so effective. I've been using for 2 years already. And I keep telling people to use, a lot of people still not using. Right? And one more is Facebook group. Who here has your own Facebook group? Right? For example, CK Property Investor Group. Got such thing or not? Not page, group. Page is one thing, but group is another. Don't have, right? Starting from today, start collecting your Facebook Messenger and also invite people to your group, because these are the future, by the way, guys. I'll explain in a while. Then only talk about branding. Branding is not about you keep taking picture of you traveling here and there, eating nice food, showing off all your lunch and dinner. That's one type of branding. It's called showing off. Okay? You don't brand like that. What do you brand? You want to brand people into a sense that when people think of certain things, they think of you. Your face shows up. For example, now when we talk about internet marketing in IQ, who do you think of? You think of me, That's my brand, right? When you talk about property investor guru in IQ, who do you think of? Right? Adrian Wee, because his brand is so good, So, you want to create a brand that in Ipoh, when people want to find property, they find who? They find you. And you must have a brand like that. So if you keep taking a picture of you eating this and that, it's not going to work. What should you do? You talk more about property. So giving more knowledge and sharing and value for people who likes property to follow you. That's the correct way to do the branding. When you give talk, when you meet customer, when your customer buy from you, when you successfully close certain deals, take picture of your customer testimonial, all these things are your brand, by the way. So you brand to who? The people who follows you. And then only you talk about converting sales. Most people started their ads in one thing. Adrian, I want to run ad where buyer will come and then they will buy from me. Yes, it happens in year 2016. Now it's 3 years later. People don't buy immediately like that anymore. So if you still want to find this kind of buyer, yes, there's still people who are still looking for property like online. But it's very small like group of people. And don't you think that everyone else wants the same thing as you do? Right? So everybody is fighting for the same type of customer. This becomes what? A red ocean. People fight each other and the blood flow around. That's why it's called red ocean. So what you want to do? You want to go into blue ocean. Which is what? By doing your branding. Remember when I start the seminar by telling what? Give before you ask. This is the strategy that we will be doing now. So I will tell you this by telling you a story about a cake shop story. You guys love story? If you love story, raise your hand and say sorry. Okay, now I want to put yourself back in year 2006. Do you know when was the first year iPhone was introduced? 2007. Your first iPhone 3G or 3 is actually in 2007. So 2006 there was no iPhone. Basically there's no smartphone. So what phone do you have at the time? Nokia, Motorola, what else? Sony Ericsson. Who has a Samsung flip phone? That one. Got color, can take picture, very nice one. Right. Who has O2? You know what's O2? Yeah. O2 was, they call it PDA lah. So that was a smartphone that can go onto internet. But was there a Facebook ad at the time? No. So how do you do ads? Imagine right now, you don't have smartphone, you don't have fast internet. How, if you are a cake shop, I want you to start imagining right now, you are a cake shop owner. How would you run marketing for your new shop? Like brainstorm, come tell me now. Yeah, back in 2006. Flyers, what else? Buy one, free one, okay. Newspaper, what else? Magazine. What else? Keep showing me ideas. I want to know. SMS Plus, good. What else? Come on. Buyer, refer buyer. Wow, very smart. This. Radio. So you see, back then there was a lot of medium for you to do ads, right? Right now, some people are still using that, but is it still effective? Less likely, because that people don't pay attention to this anymore. People pay attention to their phone. Like I'm amazed that all of you here are sitting here. You're not playing with your phone. You're paying attention to me. I thank you for that lah. Okay. Now, imagine this Today you are the shop owner. Yes, all the method that you said just now will be working. But I want to ask you the next question. What message would you put on all those marketing material? Just now Sean say buy one free one, right? What else would you put on there? I want to like just think about this. Besides buy one free one. Imagine today is July 2nd. Your shop is opening in August 2nd. What would you put in your marketing material? It's opening soon. What do you put there? Discount. Okay. Sorry, you were saying? The best in town. Eat all you can. Who said eat all you can? Eat all you can. Oh, this guy read my mind. Think about this. I'm gonna do banner. Okay, first of all, banner. And another thing is, while your shop is being renovated, you put like a big banner, like developer when they put the thing, right? They put like advertising. Do the same thing. Okay, but here's the thing: when you put all this marketing material up, right, the next most important thing is what? Is your marketing message. Yes, all those things that you said just now is actually good, like free cake lah, eat all you can lah, buy one get one discount. All these things are very good idea. Just now somebody said SMS Plus, right? Okay, but plus to who? That's the next question. Okay, so instead of just doing this, why not do this? When I talk about internet marketing, you want to first, what's the main purpose for internet marketing? Collect database. But if you just put things like this, how do you collect database? Do this. Change the message to send SMS to this phone number, which is your phone number, with the customer name, in order to win a free cake during the opening days. What am I doing here? I'm collecting database. So this thing, collecting database, don't only work when there is internet. It works even before the internet era. As long as you can think about what is the main and easiest way to reach out to your customer, think of a way to create that connection as many as possible. That is your distribution channel. Okay? Now, next question. When you have all this banner, and also just now we talk about flyer and also this banner, right? The stand-up banner, right? That the banting. Okay. Next question is, where do you put all this banner and where do you distribute the flyers? Where do you do it? Like in front of the shop. Where else? Shopping mall. Where else? Car park. Okay. Where else? Food court. Those people, those places that you mentioned just now are the places with a lot of human traffic, right?
Yes.
But I want to ask you a deeper question. Who buys cake? Exactly, mothers. If you want to target mothers, do you think all these places got mothers or not? Got, but is it specific enough? No. Where should you go?
School.
Exactly. School, kindergarten,
Bus station.
pasar, bus station. Bus station might not be lah. See, now you guys are starting to talk about marketing already. When we talk about marketing, I always believe in one thing. If you try to market to everyone, you are marketing to no one. Think about this. If you go take a deck of flyer and just give to everyone, do you think it's going to be effective? No. Location where your target audience are, and then distribute. Then it will be effective, correct? So by the way, I'm sharing actually a true story from a shop. The actual shop that opens in year 2006, and they use this strategy. They collected all the database and they used the strategy like I said just now. They go to all the school and all the kindergarten in order to find parents and let them see this banner. Right? And then you know how many database they collected? They collected almost 6,000 phone numbers. Almost 6,000 phone numbers. Which you might be thinking, so 夸张啊? Yeah, actually it's not very 夸张, you know. In an area for 6,000 people to actually want free cake, right? It's actually a very small number only. How is the population in Ipoh? Just think about this. It's very big, right? So now, with these 6,000 phone numbers, right? Next thing to do is, today is July the 2nd. If the shop is opening on August the 2nd, on July 31st, what do? You want to send a reminder, right? So when you make appointment with your customer, you need to send a reminder, right? So that they show up, correct? You do the same thing here. So they did this, they collect the database, and then they use SMS blasting to blast these 6,000 people. With the message goes like this. Oh, on August the 2nd, we'll be opening the shop, and there will be only 100 free cake. If you want to get free cake, you should come and line up. What happens the next day, do you think? See, create urgency. Only 100. 1,000 people show up. Okay, this is just for illustration purpose only. Okay, not the actual line lah. So okay, but imagine this: if 1,000 people show up, is it like a big crowd? No? Actually, at the time don't have Instagram lah or Facebook lah. If right now got 1,000 people line up, right, you can see Instagram and Facebook got a lot of photo already, right? But at the time, if already got such long crowd, right, do you think it's gonna attract more people attention? So actually the shop owner very smart. They want to create urgency and create the awareness. Okay? Now, what do you do with these people who are actually lining up? What should you do actually when they are waiting to get in? Free cake ma? No need order one. You collect more database. What do I mean by that? Today, I see a lot of people when they run ad, right? They either run too simple ad where they only collect name and phone number, Or they run ad that collect name, phone number, email address, and how old are you, what's your gender, what's your occupation, where do you live, and how many property you own, what's your salary like. Which ad will work? The easier one, because people don't want to figure out all this thing. Think about this, when you want to sign up an account and they keep asking you for your address and plus, you feel very mafan, then you cancel already. Correct? People don't want trouble one. But if you get their phone number first and while they are lining up, you go do a survey. How many kids do you have? When is their birthday and where's your house address? You ask them, oh, if you get all this, right, maybe you can get a free membership card or something. Future discount 10%. Can or not? But what are you actually doing here? You're collecting more database, a more detailed database. Think about this. If you are a mom, right? If I keep blasting you message about cakes, you will feel annoyed. But if your kid's birthday is next week and I send you a message to remind you, hey, you should buy a birthday cake for your kid, come here and check out our latest design. Do you think that, oh, actually correct, huh? Thank you for reminding. Then you come to the shop. Huh? Which one is more effective? The timing correct, but you have to have the data first. So when they are lining up, collect more database. And at the same time, do you think they only have 1 kid or 2 kids or 3 kids? Definitely more than, usually more than 1. Right? So you are actually expanding your database. You already have 6,000 phone number, and then with this, you are actually expanding the database. Then, as a shop owner, I want to ask you this question. Are you happy or are you sad? When you only want to give out 100 free cake, but 1,005 people show up in your front door. But who is happy? Raise your hand. Happy. Okay. Who is sad? Who is sad? Who is sad? Not sad, you gotta give more free cake. Or do you plan on not giving the cake? Next question. Would you give everyone a free cake or would you stop at 100? Give everyone. You don't care about your cost. Don't care about your cost. No, worth it. It's worth it. Make customer happy. Good. That means you're putting your customer up front. And this is very important. This is what we call about customer service. Because what you are aiming here is not just one-time deal. By the way, they come for free. Actually, no one-time deal. It's not even a deal. It's 0 deal. Right? So how can you make them happy to come back again? You gotta give. Think about this. Give, Give before you ask. So, but let me tell you one thing. Actually, there's a way to recover your cost. Set rules. Today, once you come into the shop, you cannot leave the shop. If you leave the shop, you cannot come back in. Fair enough? Fair enough? Okay. So when you come in the shop, do you think these parents will bring their kids or not to eat cake? Yes? So do you think when they eat cake, they want to drink or not? Can you charge? Do you think they will bring along their own water? They can bring. But how many liters can they bring? When they are lining up for maybe 30 minutes, 1 hour, maybe already finished. Correct or not? Now ask yourself this question. How much does it cost to create, to actually make a cake? How much does it cost? What is the price of a cake? About 20, 30 bucks. So expensive now? No, back then. 2006. 30 can 30, 40 can But what is the actual cost, the material, the capital? 10, 20 bucks only, right? So if you sell one water, let's say you sell 2 bucks, 3 bucks, would they buy or not? As a customer, they will buy one, even though you sell 5 bucks. You know why or not? Because in their heart, they feel that I already eat your free cake. Give 5 bucks for water, okay lah. You know what I'm saying? This is customer psychology. So at the end of the day, you probably don't even lose that much money. You cover back. And you get what? You get 6,000 free database with a lot more kids in the future. Now think about this. Can you apply this strategy in your social media marketing? Can you? Yes. But how many people is doing this? Everyone here, most people here actually run ad with the aim of one thing, I want to sell. They never think about the back end, how can you follow up with this customer to generate more sales along the way. So today, starting today, you gotta rethink the strategy in the sense that, start thinking, how can you collect database, build branding along the way, then we talk about sales. Make sense? Yes? Learn something today?
Yes.
Yeah. So this is the story that I want to share with you. Even before you learn about internet marketing, right? Actually, this idea, this methodology, right, should be the thing that you will be focusing on. Because I want to ask you this question. Let's say today we don't have Facebook lah. Those of you who have been running sub-sale for a while, you have been running banner, correct? You have used iProperty, Muda, and also Property Guru and other platform. And people call you. Do you keep their phone number or not? Yes. Yeah? But how often do you reuse the phone number? How do you reuse the phone number? Call them again? SMS blast? Or ask your downline to call? You do this, right? Understand? It's all very time consuming. So you must think of a way on how can you systematically follow up all these people. By using what? Using technology. Okay? Now, I want to ask you this question. After I've been talking for so long, between these two options, which one would you choose? Who here wants to have the perfect product that everybody would buy? Raise your hand. Perfect product. Everyone buy one. Everyone buy. Okay? Or would you want a perfect audience that will buy anything from you? Which one do you want? You want this one or this one? Only this one, no? But you see, all people start to think, oh, in this company, is there a product that I can just put online, everybody will buy one? A lot of people come with this kind of mindset, you know. Like for example, Ipoh Horizon, cheap, nice, good location, right? You put online, you think it's the best, but is everyone buying? No, not really. Like some people will buy, the response is really good. But is everyone buying? Not everyone, right? Because even though it's the perfect and the best product, it cannot suit everyone's needs. For example, Huawei, is it one of the best phones nowadays? Yeah, is everyone using Huawei now? Who is not using Huawei? Not using, yeah. Well, see, majority using Huawei. Okay, back then, if I asked this question 3 years ago, a lot of people still not using Huawei. And they will be using what? Apple. iPhone. Yes, a lot of Apple users now switch to Huawei because of the camera and stuff like that lah. So there's no perfect product. But if you think about this, right now, if Huawei user, okay, Huawei user, you are a Huawei user, the brand follower. If Huawei come out with another product, let's say, MateBook. Heard before or not? MateBook. So sound like MacBook lah. MateBook lah. Would you consider or not? Consider, right? Because you already used the brand for so long, and you know that this brand you can trust. So if they give a new product, you probably would try to take it, correct? So you see, start thinking from this perspective. Is it easier to get new customer, or is it easier to resell to your old customer? Resell back, but now you might be thinking already, can I ask my old buyer to buy another property from me? How many property can they buy? Just think about an average person. If they are rich investor, probably they can buy one per year lah. If they are average, like working class, how many can they buy in their whole lifetime? 2, 3. So actually the repeat sales in property is not so high. But don't forget about referral, right? So how can you make these people to refer from you? But why would they refer to you? Why can't they just go direct to a developer? Why must they go through you? Your service, your brand. Why people want to deal with you is not because your property is better. Any other agent can sell the same property. But why must some people go through you? Because they like your service, right? So you're in a service business. So when you're in a service business, you give the best to your customer, and then they only will refer to you. It's not about how hard sell or how pushy you are. Okay, the time has passed. Yes, back then if you are a super king salesperson, you can be top sales. But nowadays people have a lot of options already. Make sense? So even on the internet, right, don't think yourself as an internet salesperson. You're not. You're actually an internet marketer. And a marketer focuses on giving value, not taking all the time. Okay? Now, I want to introduce to you this brand. Okay? Have anyone here heard about Dollar Shave Club? Okay. More simple question. Do you shave? Guys, you shave or not? Yeah? So if you shave, I want to ask you this question. Do you use a mechanical shaver, a machine? Or you use like disposable? Yeah. Disposable. How much does it cost to buy a pack of disposable? 6 or 8 ringgit. How many inside?
About 6.
About 6 lah. How often would you use one pack? 2 months. About 2 months lah. Now I'll give you a deal. Okay, for $1 a month, $1 a month, I send you a free shaver, high quality one, better than all the disposable. How many of you will consider it? I want to see a show of hands. Who will consider it? Yeah, you consider it, right? $1 only. Now, so this is actually a company in the US. It's called Aurashaper. Think about it. Their working model is like this. Today you give me $1 and I give you a free shaver. Not cheap like one. It's a high quality one. It's in US. What's the US population like? Do you know? 300 million people. So 300 million people. Let's say only half is male, half is female. Okay, that means 150 million people. And let's say only 10% people shave. So there's like what? 15 million people? 15 million people. And among these 15 million people, let's say only 1% choose their brand. 1% only. That means 150,000 people. Just think about this. If you have a business that gives you $150,000 a month, do you think it's a good business? Not bad, but think about the things that you gotta do. You have to ship the razor to 150,000 people. It's not just about the cost only, you know. What about the people who pack and send? The shipping costs, right? All these things, the warehouse to store all those shavers. It's actually a very huge cost, you know. So at the time, they don't have 150,000 subscribers. They only had, I think, 30,000 people, 20 or 30,000 people only in year 2016. But you know what happens next? This happens. Unilever actually bought their company for $1 billion. Yes, 1 billion, not million, billion. Why? For what? Why would they buy this company? Why would Unilever buy this company? Exactly. Because Dollar Shave Club already have such big database. What they want to do is just take over that database. And it's worth so much as 1 billion. You know, like this company is actually formed in year 2012. 2016 being bought over for 1 billion. So 4 years from 0 to 1 billion. Now, do you agree database is important? Yeah? But let me tell you the original marketing model and the model for this company. They actually don't just aim to make the 1,000 a month, you know. This is what they do. They collect a group of people who shaver, right? And then think about this. What can you do afterwards? If you are people who shave, do you use shaving cream? Maybe, right? Some people use, some people don't. So those people who use shaving cream, right? If you are the Dollar Shave Club subscriber and suddenly they send you an email, shaving cream on discount, 20% off, would you likely consider or not? Because they are gonna send it to you end of the month anyways, right? So yeah, okay, click lah, check the box. Then if you are people who use shaving cream, do you use a special wipe to wipe off the cream or not? Because if you use cream before, you probably know it's very hard to wash off one. It's not that easy, it's not like soap, right? So this thing actually wipe off easily. Would you consider taking it? Yes. And if you're a guy who shave and you use shaving cream, do you shower or not? So they give you body cleanser on discount, maybe like $9.50. Usual price is $11. But here's the thing for all of you sitting here. Would you buy body cleanser from Dollar Shave Club, or would you buy from Tesco? Which one? Tesco, because you are not his subscriber, But if you already are their subscriber, they consistently give you shaver every month. If they suddenly send you this email, maybe not once, 3 times, you think, okay lah, I buy lah, correct? You see what are they doing here? They're actually creating a group of followers and then sell all the similar products to them. As a normal user, you will never choose Dollar Shave Club to buy body cleanser, would you? No. But If you're already their subscriber and they suddenly give you a deal, would you take it? You consider. So why can't you do this in your property field? Give people so much value, give education, give them so much knowledge until a point that when you ask them to come and see a property launching, they have no reason to say no and they will come. Now, you do property launching, got free food, also people don't want to come, correct? Correct or not? Free cake lah, free sushi lah, free whatever, people also don't want to come. Because they know when they come, they will ask them to buy property. Right? People have the kind of barrier in their heart. But think about this in another perspective. If you are always being the one giving value, education, the latest property update, how do you actually invest in property? You teach them, you educate them. And you suddenly ask them, we have a property launching this weekend. Got free coffee. Would you want to come out? Chances of them saying yes is higher, right? Because at the end of the day, when they come out, right, they're not there to see the property. They are probably there to see you. Because you have given them so much value up front. So what you need to do is just doing this effort. Now you are thinking, how do I give all this value? First, you got to educate yourself. That's why being in this platform, being in this company, right, we focus a lot on education. Why do you have TT every Tuesday? Because you want to come here and get educated about the latest property news, the knowledge and the investment strategy, right? So when you learn all these things, and I'm sure that when you go out and you meet all your customers, you don't just go there and, oh, you want to buy this property? Oh, the property is freehold, 1,000 square feet, rebate 10%, 2 car park. Okay, which unit you want? Does it work? It won't work. You have to add a lot more story, educating them why this property is so much better than the other one. How do you actually buy property using whatever your current situation is? How do you get loan? What is the best investment strategy? What's the potential ROI? How do you judge? What's the exit strategy? Right. All these things is what we call education, correct? Why can't you put this education up front in your marketing campaign? Educate first, give so much until a point that they already know who you are and what you are capable of. Then they decided, okay, I want to meet this guy. And then when you come out, they already know what you want to tell them. Isn't it easier to sell? So think about this from a different perspective. Okay, that's why I want to introduce to you this thing called Internet Marketing 360 Sales Funnel. So there's a few stages here. First, whenever you run ads, right, all your marketing campaign actually should when we talk about a campaign, meaning it's not just one advertisement. Most people actually misunderstand this. They only want to do one advertisement. Which advertisement? The one that sells. They never talk about the one that collects the database. Actually, when we talk about a marketing campaign, it should be a series of different marketing ads that is distributed to different type of audience. So for example, a lead magnet is actually distributed to the general audience, meaning everyone who never see your brand before. And you give them something for free so that you can get their attention. Remember, why do you do marketing? You want to fight for their attention. Because today you can have the best product in the world. You can have the best sales script. You can have the best effect that you can help the client. But if they are not giving you attention, can you tell them all the benefit? No. Like all of you sitting here, I have your attention. That's why I can deliver my message to you. If I don't have your attention, whatever I say right now, you will never listen and it will be a waste of time. Correct? So in your marketing career, what you have to think about is how can you fight for their attention so that you can deliver the message correctly. What's your name, bro? Your name, yes. Eddie. Dennis. Like Dennis said just now, right now when you go to Facebook and you scroll, right? If you see ad, what happened? You scroll away, man. Ad is not getting attention anymore. Why? Because when people see ad, they think about, oh, you want to sell something. So today, if you are still running this strategy, you are no different than an average marketer who are actually always selling. How can you change yourself into a different person that actually give? You educate them. Instead of running ad that shows this property is located where, how much, freehold, high ROI, right? You know, those are the normal keywords that you see, right? Forget those. Talk about this. Why short-term rental can create a better income for you in the future. Write an article about it. Record a video that talks about it. So people will say, oh yeah, why? Why short-term rental is better? Actually, do you know why short-term rental is better? You know why short-term rental or not? Airbnb, right? Yeah, do you know why short-term rental is better? I can sure you can give me 10 reasons about it. But why not record the 10 reasons and put it up there on the internet and start promoting this video? By doing this, you might be thinking, Adrian, I'm doing this to educate people. How can I make the money? So see, that's why you need to get educated in terms of marketing. Once you have the potential client, right, all you need to do next thing is actually what filter. From all the people that see your video, right, you want to filter out who is actually the potential client and not just prospect. And then you filter even more by giving even deeper and deeper value to filter out the high interested client. Now, all of us sitting here, we all have 24 hours per day. You sleep 8 hours, you only have 16 left, correct? So if you spend all your time meeting client, right, how many people can you meet per day, maximum? 5, 6, yeah? Can you do that for 7 days a week? Cannot. Probably you do like 3-4 days, you also crash already because you meet 5 people, but they're actually very tiring one. But some people, let's say if you're a Superman, you can do 7 days a week. 7 times 5 is how much? 35. 35, right? So do you want to spend time with 35 people who are highly interested or just potential client? Of course, the one on the bottom here, right? You want to filter them. So instead of wasting your time, why not do up front in your marketing campaign, filter out who is the interested client, then only you meet them. Then you might be asking me, how do you do that? By doing this. You give them something like very simple education video. Like for example, here you do talk like a 2-minute video. Why short-term rental is so much better than long-term rental. You talk, then people watch already. Do you know that Facebook has a function that can allow you to actually track how much you watch? Do you know that? And then you can send them another different advertisement. Next time, here you probably send them a 10-minute video explaining in details how do you select the best short-term rental property in Ipoh, example. Which area can, which area cannot. Educating, not selling. Educating. How do you choose? Which one is the tourist area? Which one is not? Which one is the industrial area where nobody go and stay short-term one? Right? Talk about this. Here, 10-minute explaining more. Then maybe here, you can do like remember just like I said, Facebook group. From this place, invite these people into your Facebook group and you say that, oh, by the way, at this day, what time, I will spend 30 minutes talking about one project that I think is really good in your Facebook group. Just open a video, talk about it. Record yourself talking about it. You can do a live video, you can do a screen sharing video, whatever. Now, think about this. People who just pay 2 minutes and people who just pay attention to like 10 minutes and people who pay attention for 30 minutes, which one is more interested? 30 minutes. This is how you filter your customer. And at the same time, so will everyone give you their 30 minutes to watch your video or not? No. But what about those people who really give you 30 minutes to watch the video? When you ask them to come out, they probably come out already, right? And they're already pre-educated in some sense. You see where I'm going here? So instead of ask everyone to come out, before asking them to come out, because you respect their time also, you give them so much value up front first. And until a point that when they are ready, they will just come looking for you. And that's your client and you convert them. So this is actually a sales funnel. In all your marketing campaign, you have to think like this. First, how can you collect more database? Then these 2 steps, actually here, you are actually building your brand. Give them more value. Let them know who you are, what you are made of, what value can you give them. And at the end, they will just buy from you. So this is the sales funnel that we are thinking. But too many people run ad, right? Just jump from here immediately to here. They forget all these steps in between. Yes, you can still do that. You can get people to come up and then you spend your time doing this manually, one by one. You still can do that. Get customer to give you their phone number, you call them, and then you filter them on the phone. You can still do that. But how can you scale it up big? Probably cannot. Just think about this. How long does it take for you to do one phone call? Effective phone call? 10 minutes? Yeah? How many calls can you make per day? Just think about this. If you haven't found a way to multiply your time, right, the result that you can create is only limited by the time that you have. So there's 2 ways that you can multiply your time. First is using internet marketing. Recording yourself so you can duplicate a lot of mini you, that people can see. Or you recruit a very big team. So there's this two-way that you can do. Okay, now, don't forget, actually, you guys, up until this point, do you think your sales ends here? What else can you do? Exactly, all very experienced agent here. So don't forget to get that referral. How? How do you get referral? Oh, so if you refer one friend, I give you 2,500 lah. Like that lah. You can do that. You can still do that. No problem. Referral fee. But is there a better way for you to do it? More graceful way? Can. By continuously giving them value after they buy. That's why I mentioned Facebook group. After your customer buy, you can actually add them into, let's say, your platinum group. You know Adrian has a platinum group, right? You know that? Who here go to Adrian class? Not here to promote lah, but if you've been before, he sell you the platinum group, right? The 30,000 group, correct? Who join? Who got join? No join. Okay, it's okay. But can you create your own platinum group? Your platinum circle. After your customer buy, invite them into your Facebook group. And what do you do in the group? Continue to share even more latest info. And when these people, after they buy, you keep showing up in their news feed. And if they like, why would they buy from you in the first place? They like you, ma. If they never like you, they probably won't buy from you one. So if they like you, and then you invite them into the group, and you continuously show them value, and one day you blast a message. Actually, we are running a referral program, blah, blah, blah. If you invite people, come, and then we can give you some referral fee. These people were more likely to give you referrals, correct? Because they know who you are. So this is how actually you use social media to do it. You want to have a way to follow up with these people using automatic way. And not like, hey, how are you, Mr. Tan, how are you? Long time no see. Then when you call them, what are they thinking in their mind? What is this guy up to? Want to sell me more things? Right? They will think, some of them will think like that one. So you go with a very soft way by following up with them like this. Make sense? So today I actually give you a lot of things, but I never give you any technical on what can you do lah. So I'm not here to teach all those things. But if you really want to learn more, okay, I actually have a Facebook group that you can join. And inside there's like 6 videos that you can just watch, step by step, how you actually run an ad. So if you really want to learn, just join. It's free. Later I'll show you how to join. You want to join?
Yes.
See what I'm doing here? I'm giving more value. I'm actually using whatever I'm saying. Make sense so far? Yeah, but I have nothing to sell you lah. Too bad. Who here thinks that I will sell you a course today? Who here come here with a mindset that I will sell you a course today? Raise your hand. No, so I did not disappoint you lah. I'm not selling you course lah. I used to sell course, but no, I no longer sell anymore. Okay, let me tell you a story about wolf. So there was a time when there's a hunter. He goes to a forest and he likes to hunt, so he finds all the wildlife and try to shoot them down. So one day when he was hunting, he found a wolf very far away. The fur is so beautiful, right? When he looked through the scope, right, you see, wow, the fur is so nice, the color is so nice. Before he fired the shot, he was thinking to himself, okay, instead of killing it, let's capture it and make it my pet. Okay, so he changed his bullet, his rifle, when he take it out, the bullet, he put in anesthetic. You know what's anesthetic? Yeah. So he did that and he aimed and he fired that shot, the needle hit the wolf. So the wolf fainted. Okay, so the hunter went there and initially picked up the wolf, put it in a truck and drive back home. But here's the thing, a wolf is a wild animal. So it's not easy to tame a wolf, right? So the hunter, because he's experienced, he captured a lot of wildlife before. So he built a cage, like this, a cage. And that cage got electricity one. So if you touch the cage, you will be electrocuted. Make sense? It's just like the zoo. Okay? Next day, the wolf wake up. He said, hey, this place, I've never come here before. Where is this? He tried to escape. So he walked front. The cage is like a square. He walked front, he touched the fence and he got shocked. He said, what is this? I never experienced this before. Okay, let's not go here. Let's go here. So he turned left. He go to the cage. and he touched it. Oh, he got shocked again. He's like, what is this place, huh? I've never been here before. Never mind, let's try another cage. And it got shocked, and when he go to the back, it got shocked again. Then he's thinking to himself, what happened to me? Why am I here? And how do I escape this? So he walked around and walked around and walked around. Suddenly the hunter came, throwing a piece of meat. So he's hungry, ma. What happens to the wolf? He eat lor. He eat, then rest for a while. Next day wake up, he tried again. He tried to escape, and same thing happens. He got electrocuted. So he's starting to thinking to himself, oh my God, I'm gonna stay here for the rest of my life already lah. But never mind lah, the hunter give me wolf, they give me meat ma, so I can survive. So that way, he think to himself, after 1 week, after 2 weeks, he stopped trying to escape already. So this is how you tame a wolf lah, right? But here's the thing, ask yourself this question, are you the wolf in the cage that's being trapped by circumstances that you have been fighting for, but you give up along the way? One thing happened one day. There was a thunderstorm. So, got lightning ma. The lightning hit the power generator of the house. So what happens to the fence? No more electricity. No more electricity. Toll coming already. Okay. But does the wolf know the fence don't have electricity anymore? How would he know? Right? So the next day he wakes up, he never tried anything, and it's just like normal day for him. Suddenly a snake shows up. Wolf is very afraid of a snake one. But he say, the fence is protecting me, so never mind lah, let it come lah. But as the snake come closer, right? The wolf was like, you are gonna get shocked. But the snake never got shocked, and the wolf is shocked. How come you are never shocked one? So the snake comes in. He's like, oh man, this time hot liao. Okay, where should I run? Where should I run? Run left also cannot, run right also cannot. The snake is coming. So he go corner to one of the corner already. So he pushed himself to the fence, hoping to, don't eat me. I never got shocked. Suddenly the wolf realized, how come the fence don't have electricity anymore and I won't get shocked? So what does he do? He climbs the fence and he runs away. So here's the thing, ask yourself this question. If you try doing ad or whatever things in your life for 1 time, 2 times, 3 times and you fail, and you stop trying, and when the opportunity comes, would you be able to get what you want? So do you want to be the wolf that stays there for the rest of your life until something comes and force you, then only you take action? Or do you want to keep trying until the opportunity comes? So I want to leave you with that. Okay? So ladies and gentlemen, I believe that my work is done and yours is just begun. Thank you very much.
Hi，所以刚刚那 video 看完了。如果这是你看我的第一个 video 的话呢，我还有很多 video 给你看哦。你可以看看这个，或者是这个。其实这个好像不错，不然这个也可以看看。再不然的话，2个都看吧。记得别忘记 subscribe 哦。拜拜。